Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. You might ask yourselves, Joe and fellow commenters, why are we down here warming our carrots amongst the lava, betwixt the lava and those diamonds there? Well, the diamonds are actually the real magnet of my attention. You know, as much as I would like to just, keep my toesies from getting a little bit too coldsies over here by this lava here, I really want to just mine out some of these diamonds with this pick. It's got Fortune 3 and Efficiency 5, so I can very quickly mine all of it away. I am a little bit worried that there might be lava underneath there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw away some of these extra blocks and establish some sort of archaeological dig site here. We're going to get out our little pieces of string, and we're going to mark out where we would like to safely remove these diamonds from, ensuring that there is no damage to them in the process. You know, we have Fortune 3, so we have good fortune, not so we have bad fortune. Not that 3 is an unlucky number in almost any culture that I'm aware of, but if in your culture 3 is an unlucky number, feel free to leave a comment about it in the YouTube comment section below. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that people have been asking me to do on the server lately, and all of it costs diamonds. So here we go, here's some diamonds. Let's see how many we got. We got 2 diamonds. Whew, you know, you think you hit 6 of those things, you get more than 2 diamonds, but oh well. Might as well just head on back. Oh, just kidding, guys. Just kidding. I know there's more down here. Oh, there's actually a few of them down there. 7 total. Fortune 3 shining upon me a little bit at least. Now, I'm hoping if I continue mining out this way, I'll hopefully find some more diamonds. But, because, here's the thing. You know, people are like, Joe, you should buy a Did You Die box. That's 3 stacks of diamonds. That's 3 stacks of diamonds I don't have. So let's maybe get some more diamonds before we leave. We're already underground. We might as well see how many diamonds we can find while we're down here. I did want to mention, too, I will be in Seattle this weekend checking out... Whoa, that was faster than I thought. Boom, lapis, too? Woo, this is truly an opportune day. Ho-hocus day, so-ho Rahway, he called well in his joy, to quote one of my favorite poems. And I guess we'll dump this andesite on the ground. Wow, this is a really good haul, actually, all told. Let's go ahead and, there we go. 64, there's more lapis than I can possibly keep a handle on. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring this back to the entrance of our tunnel where I've got kind of a safety chest, just in case. I don't want to fall in lava and lose all the diamonds I found. But anyway, I will be talking a little bit this episode about my upcoming trip to Seattle, which you guys are probably watching this episode while I'm in Seattle. And it's funny because, when you don't know where your family's going to live in a year, you got to put a lot of thought into preparation, you know. What kind of places are there to live? What kind of jobs are there in the area? You know, where are the good schools? Where are the good libraries? So I visited the Bay Area a few weeks ago. I'm working my way down this list. We've got Long Island area, we've got the Bay Area, we've got Seattle, and we got Boston. So hopefully, if you guys are in Boston or Long Island area, I'll see you in a few months as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and head back and drop off these things. Time skip. Welcome back, folks. As you can see, I took some of those diamonds and I reinvested them as a wise investor does. I created a diamond shovel and I fixed my pick, you know, because no sense losing a good fortune pick, especially when you have the good fortune to find more diamonds. Look at this. Here's 1 diamond block, 2 diamond blocks, 3 diamond blocks, 4, 5. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco diamond blocks with a resultant 8 diamonds. Hey, that is good news for me, you know. What if I need to buy a Did You Die box later? It'd be really good if I had the diamonds to purchase one. That's 3 stacks. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get 3 stacks today, but it never hurts to try. So, you know, actually it does hurt to try if you mine directly into the lava. So I'm going to try not to mine directly into the lava. I'll try to shovel directly into the lava and then run away before my booties catch flame. It might not be the best strategy, but it's the best strategy I've got. Time skip. That was a long time skip. I went all the way to Seattle and back in an aeroplane. While I was up in flight, I took some time to read the Ghosts of Saltmarsh book Wizards of the Coast recently published. And let me tell you, there's some crazy ideas in there for ocean-based adventures. one idea that kind of leapt out at me is in one of the adventures, there's this like kind of vacation monastery called the Hermitage. And I don't know why, but something about the name the Hermitage just kind of resonated with me. So I started looking around the map of Hermitcraft Season 6 and found an island here unencumbered by peninsular tethers, to any sort of mainland, kind of generally reflecting the overall size and shape of the island in the map. And I thought, perhaps I should create a hermitage. The concept of the hermitage in the book is that it is an old fortress that some monks have adapted to be a retreat into nature where people can go hang out on this island and meditate in beautiful gardens and stuff, And this kind of seems like it might be a nice place for that. Now, of course, as soon as the sun goes down, I'm going to, not have any beds or torches or have thought this through at all and just be full of regrets. But you know what? My heart is full of joy, and those regrets are for later. Like, okay, maybe 35 seconds from now. So we are going to find a place to, hew into the wall and maybe start kind of scoping out how we're going to do this build. That's a carrot, not a shovel. I am completely unprepared for this. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys might be wondering, Joe, what happened to all your equipment? All that good equipment. Well, let me tell you, one thing about recording off camera, or not recording, I guess you wouldn't be recording if you were off camera. One thing about playing Minecraft off camera when you're on a trip is if you dig straight down into lava, there's no one there to watch you scream. So, yeah, we are kind of starting from square one. I had some random enchanted chainmail. Cubfan hasn't been online for me to claim my Elytra insurance, and I did have a few old diamond pickaxes. Luckily, the diamonds that I had retrieved earlier, all 28 of them, I had put into a chest for safekeeping, so we have not lost those. So, anyway, I figure we'll go ahead and kind of just establish a construction working base here for the time being. I mostly, at this point, wanted to ensure that nobody else had claimed this island for themselves, because even though Scar said that Corp didn't have any plans for it, we are a little bit to the northeast of Corp, for those of you with a geographic inclination. Even though Scar said nobody there had a plan for it, I need to make sure the rest of the server hadn't already started building something. Future home of the Hermitage, based on the Tamarat's Fate by Greg A. Vaughn. That's the name of the original adventure from a ways back that he wrote that has recently been adapted into Chapter 7 of the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. But anyway, let's go ahead and ride out the night. Time skip. I have provided the other hermits an opportunity to claim this island or to disabuse my claim if someone else had their name on it or their eyes on it. But you know what? This is my prize upon it. I have gone ahead and I started mapping out, like, how much space will it take? I need like 64 meters in basically in both directions. I need about 64 meters space to build in. And I'm going to want to have some space in the front for a dock and stuff like that. So you can see these lapis posts here and here. That's about 64 meters apart. I have two more posts that go further back. So here's part of the problem, though. I started putting together a challenge board. There's two real challenges: elevation changes and island size. Now, in the original map, the island was relatively flat, and it would be pretty difficult for me to kind of flatten this entire island entirely. And I don't really want to do that because I really like the terrain up here, Like, this is interesting terrain. But at the same time, the way that the walls and the gardens of the Hermitage are supposed to be built, that post there really needs to be at the same elevation as that post here. So I'm going to have to kind of split the difference somehow. I'm going to have to level this out a bit. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on that now. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Now, this island does have, or the island in the book does have some interesting geographical or geological formations to the east and west sides of the building. So just beyond that post there will be like a big spire that goes up made out of stone. And on the other side, there will be like a craggy, rocky hillside as well. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if I just found a nice big flat island to do this on. But you know what? You don't always get what you want. And besides, this extra material here in the middle that I mine out, I can use to fill in kind of those new terrain areas. So if I was going to fly down here, oh yeah, can't use flat because I don't have an elytra at the moment. Thanks, Fallen in Lava. Is Cubfan on yet? I still need to go claim that elytra insurance. But anyway, so if you look at that, we're going to go ahead and try and smooth out the difference between that post there and that post there. That's right. Eat your potatoes. Buckle up. It's time for a time skip. Time skip complete. As you can see, we have hewn some into this hill to start on the wall that encapsulates the northern side of the Hermitage here. We have, like this hill, this part kind of is a part of the original map, so we don't have to remove that. We will have to remove some of this internal part on the side of the wall, though, to make room for the Hermitage. Once again, this is a fort that was converted by monks after it was abandoned into a spiritual retreat. So it's supposed to be a place people can commune with nature. They're going to have gardens and stuff over here, which is, you know, one of the reasons I like this biome. I've got all these flowers to pull from. I can have vegetables in the garden. This wall here is described in the book as being about 15 feet tall, having this arched entrance, which I think I'm doing a pretty good job there with. So that's not too bad. I'm going to move all these crops inside. I just needed to make potatoes so I didn't starve in the meantime. But look at this. See, we marked out our 4 markers, and then we just started hewing. And there's no limit to what you can do when you set your mind to it. So, there we go. That is the beginning of the Hermitage from Greg Avon's Tamarat's Fate. Now, before we end this episode, you might have noticed it was mid-roll ad-free. And that is thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Kathleen Heath. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. We've had a century of flight, which is clearly just long enough to get bored of it. We once lamented clouds obscuring the farms and deserts and seas and cliffs below. We envied window seats. Now we close the shades out of courtesies to our neighbors rewatching Thor. And there's a bit less wonder and a bit less awe for the surface we took so long to escape. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.